What's up, world? My name is Devin Hype Williams from Hype Entertainment,
Peace and love, world. It's your brother Moore G.
and today we are here to discuss Maul G's sixth studio album, Electric Reflections. What's up, bro?
My
How
brother.
you been?
My brother. Appreciate
Absolutely.
you taking out your
Absolutely.
time, man, to do this with me.
Absolutely, brother.
You already know.
It's been 3 years since Fresh Oxygen. Where have you been?
Man, 3 years it's went by fast, man. Man, I just been in seclusion for real for the most part, man. Just taking care of my priorities, taking care of my family. Still creating art, but I just had to take away from the visual scene of being out here on social media and everything like that, man, for a minute, just to work on myself. Like I said, take care of my family. But in the midst, though, I still actually did put a project out in 2021 with a group collective of artists under the brand Planet 10. We put the compilation out. It was on all streaming platforms. So still been able to still put some art out there, but just not personally myself, man. Really just waiting for this opportunity to put this art out.
Okay. Electric Reflections. How did you come up with that title?
Man, Electric Reflections. It's really a take on one of my favorite hip hop songs,
Okay.
"Electric Relaxation" by Tribe Called Quest.
Yes, sir.
And then I just played off the title Reflections because it's a reflective piece to me. This whole project is reflective of just where I've been the past 3 years, the things I've gone through spiritually, mentally, physically. And so I just wanted to take the time out to put it together like that. And it's a take on if you look at the album artwork, which I'm rocking with this hoodie.
Yeah.
It's kind of a play on a famous artist by the name of Gil Scott-Heron.
Okay.
He has an album called Reflections as well, and he kind of has a similar album cover with him holding the glasses and just kind of looking out. So I got some significant artwork on the glasses, just kind of speaking to my family, world issues, things that I've observed and felt over these past few years. So that's the whole Electric Reflections aspect of it. Yeah,
I can dig that.
No doubt.
What makes this project different from the previous that you released?
You know what? If you've listened to my music, I won't say it's so much different because as far as topic wise, I've always been unapologetically about my faith. So you'll always hear my faith in my music. You'll always hear culture in my music. It's obviously a lot more relevant to what we're going on in this time frame, 2023. But I won't say it's so much different, but a big piece of it that I'm proud about with this project is I have some of my own original production on this work.
Okay.
I was able to produce 2 beats on this project, and also this project was actually the first project that I went out of state to work on.
Nice.
I did one of the songs. I worked in California at Font Hill Studios. My brother Chris Johnson. Follow that brother, man. He actually has a new project coming out too, Font Hill too. But yeah, working with that brother, I learned so much just being in the atmosphere with him, man, because he's worked with giants, man, from Stevie Wonder to Snoop Dogg to Rihanna, man, so many artists, man. So just being around him was major. And then I actually went to Daytona too and worked on some of the project at this studio called the 30s. And those brothers down there, Dre Marshall, my brother Omar, a lot of those, that atmosphere also just encouraged me just to open up as an artist and to really just expand my palette on, trying new things, trying new sounds. So just being in those 2 atmospheres, working on this project, man, was so inspirational to it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I was able to listen to the album top to bottom. It's a great piece of work.
Thank you.
And I noticed one thing. It's 28 minutes long. What is the significance of 28? Like, what does 28 mean to you?
Man, 28, if you've listened to all my music, especially the first project I ever put out, which was called Album 28. First of all, let me just say this. I didn't do that on purpose.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's just how God, linked it up,
Okay.
So, yeah, but 28 has always been a special number. It's been my football jersey number. You see the number 28 on the
For sure.
football jersey. But Yeah, it was just God divine like that, man, for it to end up being 28 minutes. So it just kind of goes along with the significance of that number for me.
That's dope. That's dope, man.
Yeah.
So where can they find the project?
So this particular project is exclusively on Bandcamp.
Okay.
I put out the past 3 projects actually on all streaming platforms. But for me as an artist, you know, it's really just kind of a revolutionary stance related to artists getting paid for their music, bringing the power back to the artist.
Okay.
You know, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, Tidal. No knock to those streaming platforms, but artists don't get any compensation for that.
Right.
You know, it takes so much for artists, so many streams for artists to see any kickback for their art.
Right.
You know, I wanted to bring all my fans and all the people who are learning about me as an artist to a place where they can support me, a place where they can also find new independent artists. You know, it's a lot of independent dope artists on that platform, Bandcamp, and I think you can, you know, discover so much off of that. You know, it's also inspired from, you know, Black Star. You know, they have a platform called Luminary, you know, where you got to pay a year subscription just to get access to that music. And bro, I came up in an era where, dude, you used to have to go to Coconuts, you know, FYE, or all these places to really support and buy the music. Right. I used to, you know, as soon as school was out, man, me and my homeboys used to run up to the store, man, and go buy the album. Nowadays, it's so convenient, just to, you know, see it on your phone and stream it like that, man. I think music has become devalued because of that. Right. So I want to bring more power back to, you know, people supporting the time that it takes to create this music. And if you support artists, if you support the music, you know, I think it's only just that you go out and you know, do it with your pockets a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and support so that artists can keep on creating music like that, you know.
That's dope.
Yeah.
What's the release date? When can we expect this?
So this project will be out probably by the time the viewers see this, it'll already be out, but April 14th, you know, God's will that everything goes seamless, but April 14th, we're going to put the music out. I also want to shout out the producers, too, and the artists who are on this project. Like I said, I got some original production from Prime Minister, who's also a dope artist. I have production on there from MH Phenomenal, who's also part of the Planet 10 camp. I have some original production by myself. You know, two of the songs were produced by myself. And I also have some music that was off of an instrumental project by this phenomenal producer out of Detroit named Tall Black Guy.
Okay.
So, you know, all those producers on there. I got featured on the project as well. My bro Scheme, who's been on a lot of my music. Mike Effects, who's been in the Planet 10. He's a Planet 10 alum. Chill Rob, Creepy Chris. Like I said, Chris Johnson on the production side. My wife, shout out to Sharana, Ronnie, my boo. She's singing on the song. And yeah, I think that's it. I don't think I left anybody out. Oh, my cousin John. If you hear, there's a poem, the poem interlude throughout the entire. So he did the music bed to that. And Tommy Stanfield, he's the poet on there. Awesome. Yeah, so... Awesome. Man, just you know, looking forward to the people hearing it.
I think people will be satisfied, and a great piece of work.
Thank you,
some
bro.
of your best, if not your best.
Thank you, my bro.
Project ever.
Thank you, man. I'll leave the people with this too. You know, in the time frame that we're in right now, you know, the music is, you know, an inspiration, hopefully, to those who hear it. It's an inspiration to, you know, get back to, you know, loving people. You know, we're in a time frame where, you know, love has been lost. You know, people are in a fearful mind state nowadays because of the media and the things that the toxic imagery that gets put to us. So I'm just trying to do my part.
Absolutely.
You know, God has been good to me, you know, and is giving me platforms and places to, you know, speak to people, speak to youth, speak to my people in this barbershop that we're in right now, man. And you know, I would feel like I'm not doing and giving my all to the gift that God has given me if I don't continue to, you know, push the art forward. So, yeah, hopefully it's a first of many more installments to come. I'm working on some new music too. So we just got to keep the movement going.
Absolutely. So we can expect more after this year.
Absolutely.
Sounds great.
Prayerfully.
Okay.
I say that, you know.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds great.
Thank you, man.
There you have it, folks. April 14th, Electric Reflections. All G.
My brother.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Peace and love.
Yes, sir.